throw it out there.
Yeah?
Bounce off it, come on. You're such a cynic.
Okay. I'm here today with James, Keithy, Reithy, and and Courtney the blob button.
Call it the blob for a reason.
Believe it.
And we're here to talk about your superhero movie. New twist you did, Slugman.
I felt the slug was an underrepresented creature.
The slug's got a lot of bad press.
Yeah.
Salt, particularly bad.
Salt doesn't like slugs. No, but
It's a popular condiment where Rib's the underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about pepper.
I don't think Pepper has a problem with slugs.
It makes me sneeze. I don't want to be anywhere near.
You sure? I like
Sure,
pepper.
we could get you some pepper if you wanted pepper.
Do you want
It
salt?
says in my pepper. I'm fine.
Are you
Do you want
sure?
salt?
I don't need
What
salt.
about ketchup? We could just have a bit of a ketchup shower, just spray it all over the place, roll around, nude up.
Are we eating today?
I think we made enough of the film.
Enough for lunch. That's a good thing. That's what you look for first. Enough to make one meal. Yeah. So anyway, talking about back to Slugman, bit of a diversion. Odd choice of superhero. I mean, powers wise, I mean, he had no arms, no legs. He was blind, and he used slime from every part of his body. How did you make that into a film?
It was a challenge. It was very slow as well. We wanted to make it as realistic possible, so we were working with victims of accidents initially to portray Slugman. We thought it was kind of, a touching story of how one man, possibly from the nether regions of society, manages to literally crawl his way up to the big time,
Okay.
leaving a trail of slime behind him.
Of course, Slugman wasn't played by Courtney here. He was the other superheroes involved. Can you tell us a bit about them?
Oh, but what Blobsy here was playing?
Yeah. The Blobinator.
Well, he got his nickname from the Hexagon, which was a character he portrayed in the previous film, and he appears kind of in a guest role in this one. The Hexagon was a maths professor who gets locked in a parallel universe in his own mind by solving an equation, and basically he lives within a gigantic hexagon as kind of like a spiritual essence. He's kind of like a psychological, mathematical hero. We thought it kind of had the intellectual market covered.
He's lived in it, but he's not trapped in the hexagon.
Takes on the 6 points of crime.
What are those 6 points?
Rape.
Of course.
Robbery.
Yeah.
Murder.
That's a good one.
Indictment.
I don't even know what that is.
Arson.
Fraud.
That's at least 6. Right?
Yeah. Well, the hex can be 6 or more points. It can be others. We should have had 5 and then other.
I could have done other. Well, if we put fraud with indictment.
Yeah, it's okay. We got 5.
Indictment's more of an action against crime, isn't it?
They're the vague points of crime. Crime doesn't like to be specific.
You can't pigeonhole.
Yeah,
crime.
You've put it at 6 point. A point, quite a specific thing. I mean, it's not the 6 vague areas of crime, is it? It's the 6 points.
6 points.
What are the 6 sides to crime? Because a hexagon also has 6 sides.
Yeah,
I think
not as pointy.
I think the 6 sides though were for the fact that this is a multi-dimensional character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least 6
that's
sides.
very good. That's very good.
Although my
hexagon is 2D.
My favourite character though that we did, previous film again, because this is part of a series we have, was a character called the Deconstructionist, and he's an English professor who becomes a superhero, and he uses his mind as his power. One of the greatest scenes I think in the film was whenever he traps his arch nemesis in a web of metaphor and then explains it away with him inside.
Oh, and he goes with it.
Yeah, the enemy goes with it.
That's brilliant. No similes, just metaphors.
We can use similes. The
metaphors
are
more powerful.
Yeah, I think that so as well in my films.
In
our films, we're a team.
Yeah.
You write them together?
Well, no, but
no,
I think
someone else writes them. In fact.
Well, with me.
They send them to you.
No. we send them back and forth. But I think of a film.
Some sort of weird script hockey. Or Pong.
Yeah.
Sorry, you think you're
More
Less
original
violent.
Pong.
Less violent than Pong, I'd say.
Pong.
More
I've
like
never
pass
known
the
Pong to be
parcel.
violent.
And then at the end you open it up and you get the film.
It's a very good metaphor,
Parcel
isn't it?
game which descended into a knife fight.
You used that actually in one of our early films.
That is true.
We had a film called Pass the Knife. We thought it was quite a cutting title, and yeah, it was quite a small family drama. It was meant to originally be on Hallmark, I think, TV special about knife crime in the home.
And crimes involving knives as well.
And party games.
Party games, knife crime, and crimes with knives.
Yeah.
Your 3 points of. You're all about points, aren't you?
Well, a knife has a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, a knife does have a point, as do our films.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, we do.
I'm just saying, I mean, the woman who smokes her own bladder, I think there wasn't much of a point to that.
That was more of a documentary. That wasn't a film, I would say.
It was completely fictional, though. I didn't see the point that you literally.
Yeah, it was semi-fiction.
But if it was real, it wouldn't have been a documentary.
It wasn't a documentary.
Yeah, but it was.
But why wouldn't it be if it was real?
What's this guy telling me about my movies?
I don't know.
Well,
What are you?
What is the point of the woman who smokes her own bladder?
She smokes her own bladder.
Yeah.
And she's a woman.
Yeah.
And the point is.
We're representing her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her bladder smoking abilities, but I mean, a bladder's not really smokable. I just thought that was mental. Why?
That was the point, wasn't it? Yeah. Anything's possible.
And she was a woman.
A woman in a film.
That's true. He smoked her own bladder.
The woman involved died.
But she did smoke her own bladder.
But she didn't die from smoking her own bladder. We would have stopped filming if that was the case.
I
She
mean,
died afterwards.
But I mean, you were saying it was fictional. If it was fictional, why did she die from smoking her own bladder?
No, the woman, the actress, died. I mean, you should know what went on in your own film.
Well, I don't know.
You knew that the woman died, didn't you?
You're the one that's telling me about my own movies.
I knew she was a woman.
Yes. Where did you get him?
Where did I get him from?
Yeah. Did you go to a shop or? I mean, did you go down the loony bin?
I demoed him. He did a normal audition process. I mean, admittedly, he knew my sister, but I would have rejected him had he failed.
Did you not known your sister?
Had he failed the audition process like any other actor.
She was a woman.
She was a woman, was she?
We're very friendly.
She is now.
Right.
Glenda.
Right.
Was Glenn.
Now Glenda.
Yeah.
Was she a woman when you knew her? Well, I assume you still know her, but was she a woman at this time?
She has been a woman before.
I thought she was a woman now.
He likes to swap back and forth.
It's confusing.
Right.
You said
But
she.
Well, she's a she at the moment. I don't know. It's been a while since I got a Christmas card. But this isn't really relevant to the film, is it? Slugman.
Slugman.
Slugman. Yeah, it's out soon.
So how did Slugman prevail? I mean, being a slug.
Watch the movie and find out.
Yeah.
Well, okay.